All right, let's get the show started, shall we? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome. Saturday broadcast. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're having a good one. First Saturday in a bit, chat. It's been a bit since I've been live on a Saturday. We've missed two, possibly three Saturday streams. It's been wild. What's up, Dark Inside? Freddy, Cyrus, what's going on, everybody? Thank you, Lee Stone, for the comment over on YouTube. Appreciate that. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. Mine's been pretty chill so far. We started taking down all the de-Christmasifying the house. So right now, currently everything is piled into a to be packed pile. Trees down, that's packed up. Ornaments are being sorted. Because we do personalized ornaments. It's not like a decorated tree, it's just a bunch of random ornaments that are on the tree. So everybody's got to sort their own ornaments kind of situation going on there. And then once we get all that packed up, I got to clean the garage and get us room to store everything for a year. What's up, EQ? Wingnuts, what's going on? I hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're having a great weekend as well. Like I said, mine's pretty chill. The weather is springy here in Florida today. I can tell you it is 80 degrees outside right now, cloudy. We got a low of 58. Looks like a high of 82. So we're not even at the hot part of the day. Tomorrow dips down into the 40s with a high of 70 and a 40% chance of rain tomorrow. So it looks like we got 30s coming though, because Friday next week, 31 is a low with a high of 57. So maybe winter's around somewhere here in Florida. Maybe it ran away like everybody else should be doing, but I don't know. The Forge. That in the rest of the world's temps. Well, Dark, I don't know if you know, us Americans, we are the only ones in the world apparently. So. Kidding, I'm kidding. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could probably turn it on the app. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Where can I turn this into Celsius? Hold on, right there. Celsius, here we go. So right now, in Celsius, it is 27 here, with a high of 28. Tomorrow, looks like we got a low of 9 and a high of 21 in Celsius. So, yeah. Make you feel better? Feels like it's 25. So, yeah. We're spring weather right now. Humidity is 59%. It is. It is. I was outside for like 10 minutes today and I was sweating to death. In shorts and a t-shirt. No socks. I need to put this back on Fahrenheit because otherwise I'm going to look at this in the morning and be like, why is it 20 something outside right now? Yeah. Where's that setting at? There it is. Use system setting. There we go. What's up, Q? Cabby, what's going on? Sending out invites. We got to go to Kazak Thul real quick. We needs an update. And I told him we'd help out. He messaged me yesterday about it. And we decided to do it here at the beginning of the stream just to... You're not getting an invite? What, Why am I not inviting you? Oh, because Revis is replacing me with a necromancer since they are better at tanking. What? We all know Templars are better at tanking, so. I'm missing somebody. Who did I miss? Nope, I sent invite to Q, Sai, Gabby. Missing Freddy. You around here, Freddy? Last step for the DD pet. Oh, you're done now? You finished it? There's Freddy. Nezkavol dislikes your presence. Excuse me?
Consequences are insignificant compared to how much power one can grasp.
What? What do you mean you dislike my presence? Hey, I'm talking to you.
See what's so bad about the Overlord. He keeps his subjects in line.
Dislike my presence. Whatever. Need the name of CTE for that? Gotcha. Alright, so I'm gonna buy a ticket.
Today, or am I just
And we're gonna go over to Thundering Steps. I think Sai's AFK. I did send him an invite though, or unless I did it when he was zoning. So Cyrus is still considering your invitation. He's thinking about it. I got a call. See if that helped. Still tickle. Maybe. Pays for a quick name kill, says we. Oh, I got Nectalos. Rip. I'm assuming SOS ready. Q says someone call it a hero me. Yeah. Something's got me. The back of my throat. Hey, I don't know if I just need to walk it out. It'll go away. Hopefully. Or I'll cough something up. Maybe? I may need to go gargle something. Okay. Grog, thank you for the 82 months, dude. Oh yeah. I'm choking, chat. On something. That's awesome, Grog. Thank you. Oh, that hurt. DC Universe Online got a much needed bunch of content. They got Blue Lantern powers and White Lantern powers and absolute Superman gear. Nice. Oh yeah. That sounds fun. Enjoyed the CT Guildhall tour. Yeah, Luna did a really good job on that. I watched it through the entirety yesterday. It was nice. I know, Grog. Damn. I would drink to that, but I don't have a Stein. Yeah. There's 4 of you guys that don't have Steins right now. Technically, Grog, you do have a Stein. You just don't have the recent Stein. Can your kids beat you at competitive games like Fortnite and stuff? Yes. They sure can. Yeah. When I told Lizzie that I had told Luna about her skills in decorating our guild hall and that Luna was going to do a video on our guild hall, Lizzie's like, Reeb, stop. And I was like, what? She's like, it's not ready. And I was like, what are you talking about? It's not ready. What's up, Q? The other Q. Freddie says, I think Grog's trying for the Brady look, a Stein on each finger. Yeah. Just bought the Star Rupture yesterday as it's $20. It's really fun. Nice start. I was just listening to an old NBA player say once his kids get too close to beating him, he won't play with them anymore. Yeah. There's a few things that I don't do with the kids as much as I used to do. Board games is one of them because everybody's too competitive in the family, so it just turns into a fight by the end of the board game, or somebody's feelings get hurt. So I try to avoid. They'll play together, fine, and they'll play with September Girl, fine. But if I'm in the board game, it's just the rough day. Phil's been playing it. It's so fun. Or Rupture. I have to look at that. I don't think I've seen that one. Ganasta is a family game for everyone. Plays but me because I don't associate with the crazy family games. The only games we play as a family that don't get too crazy, even though there is some shit talking, 5 Crowns. We play that a lot just because it's simple Usually if cards are out on the table, it's usually drinks have been had and it's an easy game to play while having conversations. So kind of 5 Crowns, if you haven't played it before, it's kind of like Rummy, but faster, shorter. Remember raiding EQ2 way back when? Yeah, raiding's still going on. They there's raid guilds on all the servers, some of the TLEs and retail and origins. So if you ever did want to relive the nostalgia, I guess you'd have to find a guild. They still go through it all though. I haven't been. I never got into raiding with EQ2. I have done raids here and there, but I've never like joined a raiding specific guild, and that's all I did when I played. I usually just do the small group content. Favorite board game is still Battlestar Galactica, even though they never won it. Just enjoy playing it. I enjoy card games more than board games. I've done Warhammer games and, you know, all the different types of board games. I just enjoy card games. Magic. All the different types of Magic, I guess. All the card games. Phase 10. Yeah, most of the raids are pretty memorable. Yeah, that's any raid guild nowadays, Dark. You have to know what you're doing, or they expect you. They don't want to hold your hand on anything. They expect you to already know what you need to do. Not saying all guilds are like that. There are some pretty nice guilds out there that will teach you mechanics, but it's a lot less handhold. Oh, we and Cyrus are already where we need to be, I guess. They're waiting on me just talking. And they're underground. Okay. Went back into the soup. That guy's shit. Well, that aggro. Yeah, we'll get there eventually.
I enjoy the hunt.
Real shit. JRTs. Hey, what's the best way to make plat in this game? Depending on the server. Well, actually, this probably goes across all servers. You want to do collection items, I think. Selling collection items on the brokers are your best way of making money. Collection items, rares from gathering is another thing you can sell on the broker, make decent money. Questing, if you're on retail, that's another way of making good money. I mean, it doesn't feel, time-wise, it doesn't feel like you're making money, but you are. But I think collection items and brokering things you loot. Yeah, crafted spells. Like that. Bags. Selling bags can be another way. Even though that's a competitive market, if you will. Hard playing a fresh tank class with no gear? Yeah, Ortiz, yeah, I can feel that. Going in as a tank, fresh, with no gear or money. We was like a self-made tank as well. When he made his paladin, he did armor smith so he can make his own armor, and that's helped him out a ton, I think, but it's a lot of time invested. Incoming port. Made a boatload of money making them spells. Yeah, crafting is boring as fuck though. I will eventually have all the spells be master. Yeah. I think gathering, if you're looking for something that is more entertaining than crafting, gathering and selling collection items and stuff like that is probably your best bet. Crafting can be mind numbing. So doing a little bit of both of crafting and gathering kind of help. Q. Stuff on me. Oh, geez, Q. Yeah, there is discovery in that pool. We've got it. We've crawled basic tool for a number of days. We were just there to get a quick update for we. Some weird play there. Where does the portability come from? You have to go talk to, for me, as a warlock, there was an NPC in the Freeport Mage Guild. Don't remember the name. He was on the bottom of the Mage Guild, like under the dungeon area. You have to talk to him. He'll give you a quest where you have to go gather some shards. Once you get the shards, then you get the ports. And you'll have to gather a shard from Antonica, Common Lands. And I think you instantly get the one for Greater Fae. Weird that you can remember those things. I've done it multiple times, I guess. Target says I need more storage, but I'm not paying a kidney for a big SSD or M.2. Just mages. Cabbies, so Wizard and Warlock. Actually, and then Fury and Warden get ports, but they go to the Druid rings instead. So I'm assuming it's the same process. They talk to the NPC, they'll get a quest, and then they go around to the different Druid rings. I think it's only Mage and Wizard and Warlock right now. For those ports. I'm pretty sure it's only Wizard. And then for the Spires, and then Druids get the Druid rings, which is Warden and Fury. Thank you all for stopping by the stream. Appreciate y'all being here. Don't be afraid to ask any questions if you got them. Grog, thank you for the 82 months of support again. Appreciate that. Iris hit a 5-stream streak. Very nice. 4 days ago, Lizzie with the resub. Had a good Tuesday night stream. Me, Jorm, Nid, Grog, and Spirit. I did have to man Grog a few times. Killed a dragon. That was fun. Tenebrous Tangle. Try not to die today. No death. It's gonna be a no death stream. Do I need to... I'm at 90. We're okay. I think we made it for the most part. Physically, mentally, can be up for discussion. "13 players in here right now. Looks like there's an anonymous group though. Names are kind of fishy. We got Cheat, Cheet. We got Ayus, Hehi, Mammy, AKSIQI, Wow OC, and Rudabor. Boxer group. Yeah, prices right now for storage is going to keep climbing. I think we're at a peak for memory upgrades right now. Hard drives are going to be next though, so like your SSDs and those are going to start getting, I mean, they're already kind of wild, but I think they're going to go higher within the next month or two. Basically, for like the way I look at it too, like if you're building a computer, you're probably planning an extra 400 maybe $500 on top of what you thought you were going to pay for a computer. So yeah, it's not looking good for the PC market right now. They say GPUs are next. Yeah. I'm gonna keep my current card until the fans fall off. I mean, yeah, I don't plan on doing any upgrades anytime soon. I have thought about maybe a monitor. I don't need anything right now. Luckily, monitors are good. I mean, I could replace the streaming monitors because they're pretty dated, but they work, and they're the only thing I get frustrated with sometimes is like the color temperature on them. I can't, when I'm trying to tweak like the webcam settings and videos and stuff like that, I can't, the colors don't match what I have on my phone. So usually I have to do my edits, look at my colors, and then watch the playback or look at things on my phone to see like an accurate color temperature, if you will. So it's hard. That's the only reason I want to upgrade my streaming monitors. But that, again, not a need, a want. So I'm not looking. I'm not in the market for it. I do need to upgrade the family PC that they use for gaming. Veronica and my other daughter usually play on that computer from time to time. And that one's still rocking a 1060. With a i5 7500, I think. That computer could probably use some upgrades. But again, nobody's saying it does. I just watch them and I'm like, yeah, that's old. That could be better. I think monitors are still reasonable, but yeah, I feel you. I was tempted to get a new CPU because I was worried about price hikes, but as you said, well, not what I need. I'm just trying to resist. Yeah. I've been lucky enough to not have any failures on stuff as well too. Like I haven't had anything, I mean, I'm knocking on stuff here, but I haven't had any failures. Like no hard drive failures, no video card failures, CPU weird things, anything like that. Everything's been stable. So I'm lucky and I don't want to add any variables to that. I need a new PC. My motherboard does not have a TPM, so it can't upgrade to Windows 11 and support for a stop for Windows 10. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people for gaming right now, Freddy, some people are switching just going Linux for gaming. There's a few different distros now that are better. But I think you still have to have a know-how on things to not feel like if you're gonna, what is this? Can't click on that. But I have been watching some videos on people gaming on Linux, and it's getting a lot better. Who was this? Says, damn, watching you playing is giving me an itch. Yeah. Nostalgia is a hell of a drug, man. It'll get you at some point. Been hearing the same thing too about Linux, a bit more involved, but but more control and free. DQ2 runs really well on Steam Deck, and Grug says you can upgrade to 11. You can force it. But if you're trying to do like an in-place thing, it gets a little tricky. What CPU do you have, Freddy? If you don't mind me asking. I know you said your motherboard doesn't have TPM, but the moment all my programs are usable on Linux, I'm swapping over them. I'm not paying monthly for Windows like are waiting to do in the future. So if there's anybody just joining the stream, thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you being here. We got an update over in Kasich Thule, and now we're moving over to Sanctum of Scaleborn, which has been the better place to experience for our high 50s, low 60s lately. So what you're seeing right now. I9. Do you know which version? Like, is it 8 series, 9 series? Ten series, 11 series. Game had the coolest spell effects. They stand up even today as the coolest for MMOs, in my opinion. They do have really good particles. Yeah, I'm still a sucker for the old school EQ1 particles. Not the ones before they changed them to whatever they are now. Saying the old school particles. Those were my favorites. And that they had different we talked about it last stream, how they had different tiers for the particles. So as you leveled, your particles would get more vibrant and bigger kind of scenario. I freaking loved that. What the fuck? What's up, Dirty? Dirty says, what the fuck is a Scaleborn? Scaleborn is one of these guys. The Drogues. Which, that just reminds me, I have shapeshift into Drogue. I'm gonna be fucking with people in the group now. Remember, we still need to replace the second crystal. It's supposed to be. I'm actually... Oh shit, I almost aggroed those because I thought we killed them. Nope, I don't need to be walking around. Lizzie Liz is in the house. What's going on, Liz? Same old shit. Hear that. Hear that. It's warm today. It is. We were talking about that at the beginning of the stream. 78 in South Carolina? Yeah, Florida. We're right there with you. We're 80, probably 82 now. I hear the AC running, so. Yeah, wild. But we do have another cold front coming through soon, so it'll drop again. Not to like crazy low, but I got a feeling this year's, I wonder how the temps are going to look around spring break this year. Woodworker, volume 62. What's up, Sly? How you doing? It's good day, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you're doing well as well. Happy Saturday. Dude over here soloing. There's like a circle here, but I don't see a crystal. Looks like there's a group looking for 1 DPS for Fallen Gate. There's a 32 Necromancer looking for a group, 69 Inquisitor, 24 Pally, or 70 Illy, 50 Necro. Wailing Caves forming, need DPS utility 2 of 6.
Mercy of God, Spirit Master.
Crystal evades us, Q. Won't be here long though. Getting ready for work. I got you, Liz. Just watched the video, made me have to go that way. Well, hopefully your shift goes by quick, Liz. What's up, casual gamer? How you doing? So Lizzie, did you watch the Luna video for the guild hall? I just finally watched the entirety of it yesterday. I'd watched bits and pieces, but actually was able to, during lunch yesterday, sit down and watch the entire video. Really hate retail hours and busy season. I like PTO though. I don't know what else I could do now at 42 years old. I mean, 42, right? That's a good number. The meaning of life. Getting out of retail can be hard and scary at the same time. I was very nervous when I was trying to get out of retail, and I end up, luckily, I had a friend that was out that got out of retail, and they put in a good word for me at the place that I'm at now, and it's been awesome. But it's hard to get your foot in the door anywhere outside of retail, especially because most of the time they just want experience, right? And then you can't really get experience outside of retail until you do it. But then when you're working retail, you don't really have a lot of free time to go around getting experience places. So like, it's hard. Just at the point in my life where I just want to punch everyone. Yeah. That's normal 40s, I think. Especially in retail. Normal for working with the public in general. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you, Liz. Pristine obsidian. Been doing it forever, so I got myself into lower management, but it still sucks. Yeah. When I was doing management type stuff in retail, there were days where I was like, it was better when I wasn't management. And that's why I left one of my retail jobs, because I tried to demote myself. I was like, I don't want to do management anymore. And they're like, well, if you're not going to do management, you're not going to be here. And I'm like, all right, then. I was like, okay, I guess I'm leaving then. I was like, they're trying to play my bluff, but I'm serious. I'm done. I was like, I know what they were trying to do. They're like, oh, he's not going to leave because, you know, we pay him good and he's got good benefits and he doesn't want to go back to just being normal full-time employee. I was like, no, I want to be a full-time. Just give me full-time. Just full-time employee. No, I don't want any responsibility anymore. That's where I was at in retail. Mystic. There's no such thing as normal full-time employees anymore. It's all part-time. Yep. Yeah. Usually if you're full-time now, you're management type stuff. Or a version of some type of manager. Go into medical building? Yeah. Maybe. I was at no experience when I came in, and I'm at 5.9% right now. You'll get there, Rebus? Yeah, at some point. I'm in no hurry. I'm just vibing. Taylor, volume 63. The resists are better now that I leveled to 58. Not nearly as many yet. climbing the DPS meter. Large meaty bone. Armor volume 63. Main boots. What's up, Mari? How you doing? Happy Saturday.
Hello there.
Not much. We're just getting some XP over in Sanctum of Scaleborn. Good old SOS. Thank you, thank you. I keep my eyes on y'all. Already spying on us through ACT. Not really spying. Listening is another good word, I guess. Already's listening to us on ACT. I wish this illusion gave us Featherfall. Like, if your illusion has wings, you should get Featherfall. At least. And also, if your illusion is a KOS type of illusion, you should not be allowed to go into cities. Like, I'm pretty sure drogues shouldn't be allowed in the Kinos, but you never, I guess you never know. Froglocks would kill us on sight, I would think. Or try to, anyways. What if illusions enabled PvP? So, like, if you used a mob illusion, and then all of a sudden, other players could kill you now. That'd be interesting. Or you could kill them. Kind of like the monster system in D&D. Online, Dungeons & Dragons Online. Or is that Lord of the Rings Online? One of them had something where you could take over a boss and kill players. They have that in Lord of the Rings Online. That's what, okay, that's what I'm thinking of. Didn't Dungeons and Dragons Online do it at some point too? DDO. Or maybe that was it Neverwinter? I don't know. All my memories are all one big garbled bowl of stuff. I need those custodians for something. Or stone cold eyes. Need 2 more. Herald of Dar. I used to know a lady. Her name was Darlene, but she went by Dar. Were you her herald, Rebus? No. What was the recast on this? 53 seconds. Applies Nethros cascade instantly and every 6 seconds, lasts for 5 seconds. When damaged with a spell, this will cast Nether Void on target. Inflicts 400 to 500 poison damage on target. Grants a total of 1 trigger of the spell. Hmm. Power 51 to cast and then 51 every 6 seconds. That's an ability right there. Captain Eurus, thank you for that follow. Welcome. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Oh, place the crystal eyes into the stone chest socket. Need to go back to that chest and do that. My illusion wore off. Back to Ratonga form. A 30-minute illusion. Was that chest in this room? I don't know. There's a lot of chests I've clicked on. So it could be the one that's over there. Somebody still needs updates though, so. Reeves, come to you, please. Oh, shit. Sorry. Mobs incoming. Oh. Oh, no. My bad. I pulled all the extra mobs. What's up, Darkest Colon? Was it the named boss in there? I don't know. I accidentally pulled the side and then that pulled some more stuff. So like we would have died. Need to go back to that room though. There's a crystal in there and then the chest, right? I think I'm reaching the end of my patience with Guild Wars 2. Oh no, Casual, what's going on? Sage volume 62. Do I already have that one? Do not. Mystic Stone. Have a good one, Liz. Hopefully your shift goes by quickly. Wanderer coming up behind us over there. Everything you try to do has multiple caveats, and the story missions are mindlessly boring, but somewhat required for progress. Mob back there. Mob coming up behind you, Wee. Yet. Fought all the mobs. Are there spells in EQ2 that do more damage the farther away you are from the mob? Like, is there a... I wonder if there's a rule for that somewhere in the algorithm. That'd be interesting. So, like, for casters, mages, more, like, it would be cool if there was, like, a ring of, like, distance that if you were too close to the mob, you wouldn't do the same amount of damage versus being farther back from it. What's up, Dreamer? Everyone right now should be within melee range. Freddy's like, stop talking your nonsense. Get up in the crotch. Wiggle your fingers, okay? That's what Freddy's telling me to do right now. ACT doesn't lie. I'd like to play EQ2 on Origins. Is it too late? I don't think it's too late. I don't think the server is closing or shutting down anytime soon. The issue you're going to run into, Dreamer, is you got to find a guild for people that have the same playtime as you. One, you have to have all access to play on Origins. If you already have that, that's step one. Two, log in, create a character, and then find some people to play with. It's not a very solo-friendly server. You can probably do the first 10 levels solo before it becomes mind-numbing and just not fun. Unless you're a necromancer. Necromancers probably give you another 10 levels before it becomes annoying. I'm not saying you should be checking monsters' oil or anything. Are most people top level, or are they still playing? There's still some leveling groups that are going around. The main complaint I hear from other players, Dreamer, is there's just not enough groups being formed during their playtime. Like, a lot of people say they go LFG for multiple hours without getting a group. That's why I always say find people to play with. So if that's a guild in game, and then in that guild find people that have the same play times as you, and form up a group and run something. Now that group might not be a full group. You might have 3 people, 5 people, not a full 6-man group. But that even helps solo questing. So like just having people in the same group as you makes the game more enjoyable in Origins, in my opinion. And you have to be more of a proactive looking for group person. If you're just going to put your looking for group tag on and shout and looking for group channel, you're not going to get groups very fast. If you want to do all 3 of those things. So you want to put your looking for group tag on, you want to shout in the channel, but you also want to continue reading the channel. And if you see another person that's within 4 or 5 levels of you, send an invite, start running something. So are chronos now implemented? I thought they took those. There's no chrono in Origins as far as I know. There's no chrono. You can't redeem, buy or sell chrono on Origins. You can do it. There's ways of like selling it to somebody on another server, and then that person gives you money on Origins, I guess, but I haven't seen it in person done that way. The marketplace is pretty limited. It's not like the normal marketplace that you would see on some of the other servers. Top complaints from Origins, one is the looking for group thing. People that it's not very solo friendly, and people that don't have people that they play with on a regular basis, they pickup groups are few and far between. Second, loot. Loot is awful. Mastercrafted's probably your best bet for gear. Loot is just non-existent other than Heritage Quests items. Maybe there's a few random drop items that are best in slot, but for the most part, loot is not very rewarding on the server. It's just not, I don't think the itemization, which on every TLE there's always itemization issues, but on Origins you feel it more so. And then the last one is people don't agree with the experience rate. Because it's a grind. The server is a long marathon. Are you playing a Warlock? Yeah, this is my Warlock. He's my main on Origins. He's level 58. I also have a level 30 Templar, a level 12 Shadow Knight, and a level 17 Necromancer. Congrats, Cappy, on the 50 alternate advancement points. Very nice, sir. Tools of the Builder, chain armor, 17 agility, 17 strength, 40 health, 50 power, 4 defense. Interesting. The defense there. Guess I spoke too soon about the resists. I got you. Aladim grind looking for more 58 plus? Is that right? I thought Kaladin was like 35. No problem, Dreamer. If you have more, don't be afraid to come back. Come say hi. We'll be here. Got your update sign? Nice. Already says AFK a sec, auto on Psy. Who's gonna monitor us now? Free reign. We are the Watchers. Wanderer coming up behind you. If you weren't playing EQ2, what other MMO do you think you would be playing right now? Good question. It would probably either be, there's two MMOs right now that if EQ2 was not open, I would probably be spending my time in. ESO, Final Fantasy 14. Possibly Lord of the Rings Online, but I don't know. One of them is a good choice, says Freddy. Yeah, no, Freddy's not a fan of Final Fantasy. Freddy's like, I'm unfollowing. But in all honesty, though, I mean, and those are active out, you know, you can actively play those MMOs right now. If I was really, like, if EQ2 was not a thing and I'm, like, say next week, EQ2 announced that they were shutting the doors, you know, their EverQuest servers are going down, blah, 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 right? For me, I'd probably try to find the next MMO that's close to launch, meaning like something that's going to be out within this year kind of scenario, and I'd be trying to get into that community. I would have to do research on what MMO is planning on launching in 2026. The only downside to that is you're betting that MMO is actually going to get hold of people, so like, and you have to hope that that company keeps that MMO up too, I guess. But that's probably what I would honestly do. I'd probably be looking for something brand new. ESO has so much quality of life and consumer friendliness that I can't help but compare it to every other MMO I play. Yeah. My problem with ESO, Final Fantasy, Lord of the Rings is EverQuest 2 exists. And every time I'm in one of those MMOs, I'm just like, I should be working on this in EQ2. So if EQ2 wasn't on the board, then I'd be doing something in one of those, probably. With that said, I don't think they're ever going to close the EverQuest servers. 1, 2. Like, I don't see that happening. If it hasn't happened yet, I doubt it will. Ornate chest. Look at us. Spongy loam. We got the mantle of the orate. Almost said oracle, but orate. 10 stamina, 13 intelligence, 20 wisdom, 30 health, 60 power, 252 verse arcane, 252 verse elemental, and 4 ordination. Pain armor, level 60. Honestly, if ESO scaled back a few changes, I would be right back on it. Their ESO's right up there with one of the, you know, the MMOs that I never really gave a chance. Another MMO that I think I missed the train on, and y'all are going to hate this, but I really do. I feel like I missed out not playing RuneScape. Like, I've played RuneScape. I've tried it here and there. I've never gotten into RuneScape, but I feel like I really missed part of that. If you want to call RuneScape a genre, I missed that in my MMO career. I can't play it now. I've tried multiple times. All the different versions of it too. Old school RuneScape, regular RuneScape, the newest UI RuneScape. Like, I've tried them all and it doesn't stick to me. But I really feel like I missed that train for RuneScape somehow, some way. Go back and play Rift? Yeah, I'm down. Rift's still there. You can still play Rift. I don't know how many people are playing, but still a game you can play. You still play it once in a while, Freddy? Nice. Rift got a huge influx a couple months ago. Yeah. Did you place the crystal reebs? No. Was there a crystal that I missed? I don't want to pull the entire zone again. Is it behind us? One of these pillars. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. I see it. Yeah, I've already placed that one. Which is weird, because you said that was your second. It doesn't let me do anything to that crystal. And it still says I need to recover and place second crystal in the Portorium. In my quest log, that's what it says, but it won't let me... It won't let me do anything to it. Other side, says Freddy. Ubiquity, what's going on? He says, been lurking for 20 minutes. How do you feel about WoW? I enjoy WoW. I think I had the most fun I had in WoW was when they launched Classic. Actually, that was the most I've played WoW. I beta tested WoW alongside of EQ2. When they were getting ready to launch. EQ2 won my time during that. My problem I've always had with WoW is I get bored in WoW. And I don't know, I really don't know a way to explain why. It never stuck. But functional. I think WoW is a great MMO. It's very, very similar to EverQuest 2. I just it never scratched any itch for me. Got it. Thank you. I either get bit by the bug or I don't. Hardcore WoW is so much more fun in my opinion. See, that's one thing I did want to try. I haven't tried hardcore WoW. But I imagine I'd it would probably catch me like it did Classic, because Classic, I did about a month and a half, almost 2 months of Classic before I got to the point where I was bored. But, hardcore WoW might be pretty fun. Hey, thank you for that follow, Ubiquity. $51 AA points. Yeah. What did I need to do? I thought I redid this. I need to figure out how I'm doing that build. What's up, Word Rain? How you doing, sir? Started to play Dungeons & Dragons Online. Character creation is unique. Yeah, I enjoyed Dungeons & Dragons Online as well. That's another MMO that is under a lot of people's radar that's still active. And it still holds its own pretty well. Most of the community in that game, too, is fairly nice. Had to stop raiding because your main tank got clapped? Oh, no. Sub-Zero Tolerance, what's going on? So he says, the only problem with DDO is that it's a money sink, even if you have the monthly sub. Because DDO does like Lord of the Rings Online too, where you have to buy the quest packs or something, right? Along with the sub. Like the sub doesn't include some of that stuff, I guess. Cyrus says he has a quest turn in here. After the armor. Right now, EQ2 checks all my boxes. It's casual, friendly, good people to play with. Content still gets updated. Multiple event servers. If I have 30 minutes to sit down and play, I can accomplish something in 30 minutes. If I have 6 to, 24 hours to sit down and play, there's plenty of things to do that keep you busy. Is it the best MMO out there? No. But for my current life situation, EQ2 checks all my boxes. Yeah, we just had a expansion launch in December. Rage of, I'm gonna mispronounce the Shurath. They usually do one full expansion a year, and then halfway through the year they'll do a game update, which usually includes some new zones, like a new dungeon type thing to run for dailies and stuff like that. And then throughout the years, multiple years, they'll usually launch event servers, which are sometimes called time-locked expansion servers. This, what we're playing on right now, is an Origins rule set server, which was launched going on 3 years, I think, 2 years. That is kind of like their version of WoW Classic. When you redo your AA, don't waste your points in maxing out crit chance. Did I? I don't think I did this time, because I've redone them already, but I don't think I put any points in the crit chance. I was just looking at damage. I basically just put points into anything that said that it would increase damage. The resists are back, but these are 64, level 64 mobs. I'm 58. Still orange, just a little bit harder to land spells on. On this server, Ubiquity at level 70. For the retail or live servers, it's 135. And we are steamrolling stuff. We only had that one little evac situation, but we're doing pretty good. Experience seems to be flowing. I'm at 19.1% from, I think I had like 0.4, 0.5% when we started. I'll be 60 in 3 months. Remember I found an EverQuest guidebook at a pawn shop when I was a kid. Didn't have a computer, but I knew there was something special going on with it. Probably around 2004-ish, yeah. It was an EverQuest 1 guidebook or an EverQuest 2 guidebook? Ubiquity. Because I got this one right here. Even still has the original price sticker on it, which you can't see because it's yellow, but paid $25 for this book. In the back of it. It's got some use in it. Been worn a little bit. Freddy said nerd. Yeah. Not that one. It's blue. That's probably the EQ one then. I don't have that one. I mean, this thing had a lot of decent information in it back in the day. Sub-Zero says, I remember reading the guide that came with the gold box set in POP. Teach myself EQ. Yeah. Zone maps, quest details, class. Some word. Mendium, over 300 quest walkthroughs, chat. 300 quest walkthroughs in here. Now take a guess on how many quests are actually in EverQuest 2 right now. To check all 300 and find how many are still accurate. True. Well, I can tell you there's probably at least 20 of them that are not because they involved the class questing. Probably more than 20 actually, now that I think about it. We'll round up and do like 40 quests at least. That had you pick, like, because you used to start the game, you had to choose fighter, mage, priest, scout, and then you would pick your class first choice after that, crusader, warrior, summoner, stuff like that. And then you, at 20, you would pick your actual. They don't have that. But there were some quests that were involved with that. still have, it's not, I don't have it in here, but I got a box in storage that has the original PC Gamer magazine when EQ2 launched. It has like the front cover of EQ2. I have that magazine. I have like 2 years worth of PC Gamer magazines from back in the day when I actually paid for magazine subscriptions. They'd come with those little demo CDs, have random game demos on them. He's back. He's walking that way, though. Be all right. Furthest memory of EQ was being lost in the Karanas doing my Warrior Epic Armor quest, EQ1. I got a lot of EQ1 memories. I remember sitting doing high school homework and soloing on my Necromancer in the Over There. So like I'd solo, use all my mana, and then while I was meditating I was doing homework, school homework. Get full mana again, rinse and repeat. Naked gnome races from Akanon and Takinos. We would do Kithakor naked gnome races. We would start over in Halfling City. What was Riverdale? And then have to run to High Pass. So you'd have to, well, you could either go, so you can go around to like around the East Commons exit area, or not East Commons, West Commons? No, one of the Commons. You have to run around that to the High Pass Hold entrance. And you had to do it at night. That was the main caveat. You had to do it at night because that's when all the giant skeletons were spawned. And you had to avoid all them. Remember staring at my spellbook, listening for sounds as the mobs walking by? Yep, There's a lot of memories, EQ1. I remember camping that damn bunny in Destiny of Velius for days. I don't even remember what quest it was for, but I just remembered I need to kill this one bunny that was spawned. Very rare and very random. And it was always a fight to get the control of that spawn. But it was always camped. But yeah, that was East Commons casual. I remember yeah, I read that already. Haven Common Lands that led to the desert was the trading place. Yeah, there was East Commons. Before they made it all one big commons, it used to be East Commons, and I can't remember what the other commons was called, where that had the giants and then the dervishes in it. Wasn't South, was it West Commons? East? No, because it was, West was going to Freeport. East, maybe it was South Common. I don't know. Nobody wants the prayer shawl quest. There you go. Yep. Remember sublist groups spending stupid amount of time in sublist. Remember getting lost in Neriak. Remember drowning in Neriak. Because I didn't know how to get out of the freaking water. I think the stream crashed. Are you all there? And we're back, maybe. That was weird. I think it reconnected though. Might have to refresh your streams, Twitch, YouTube. I don't know what happened there. I just looked over and saw that everything was red in OBS. Everything else was fine. Twitch and YouTube said it was all green, but OBS was, there was a lot of red going on over in OBS. I don't know what that was about. Casual says, having slow internet and zoning into ocean cause the raft boat left already? Yep. Camping the Oasis docks. Orc Highway. All good times. Weird. I don't know what happened. Kept my time though, so I don't know. That was different. need to kill Reavers for the Psy. Escort the escaping Froglocks. Me and my buddy used to go on in the dark versus light PvP server, post stuff for sale in chat, then gang people coming to meet us. Oh god. That reminds me of days in Ultima Online where we would leave chests around the mining areas and people would go pick them up, but they were tinkered so they'd explode when somebody tried to open them. Or we would make them super heavy so when people put them in their bags, they couldn't run from us. If you ever picked up a bag and all of a sudden you were overweight and you couldn't move, you're about to get ganked. It's about to happen. Somebody's watching you from somewhere. It was a lot of work to go and like to tinkering the chest though, because you used a lot of resources. But man, just watching this unsuspecting gatherer open up this chest and then it blow up and them fall over and you can loot their body. It was very rewarding, but at the same time, like, you know, that person in real life probably just threw their CRT monitor across the room. I remember a friend of mine, when I lived with him, we were playing Ultima Online. He got so pissed because he went gathering. He had this huge plan. He had a plan. He had his little pack donkey with him. He's like, I'm going to go out. I'm going to gather all of this resources, right? And we kept telling him, we're like, dude, that's probably not a smart idea because you want to be able to run in case you get attacked because PvP's on all the time. So like, I wouldn't take donkey out there and fill it up with anything. That's just asking for trouble. And he's like, no. He's like, I can do this. I'm going to do it at this time of day. There's not a lot of people on. Go out there. I'm going to gather so much stuff. We're like, okay, good luck. That man died and lost his donkey and he quit Ultima Online. He never played again. Now, every time he'd come over and we were all playing, not one time would he would play with us. He was like, I'm over that game. Oh, it was so great. We're like, man, we tried to warn you. Like, you can't, you're out there gathering. You got to look like you're not gathering. You're out there fighting stuff. You might be fighting that rock, but you got to make it, people that are walking around, you need to make sure they know you're not a miner because they're going to gank you. You'd see me out there in full plate. My little Chris that had piercing damage or whatever it was called in Ultima. But then I'd have my mining and I'd be mining at the same time, looking like I'm out there fighting rocks. Just that crazy and no one will come near you. Works every time. My thing was just I would run. As soon as anybody came into my little square of view, I'm hauling butt. Like, oh, time to move locations. had a guild. Our guild, we had a few different guilds, but one of our PvP guilds was Soda Pop Killers. And all of our characters were named after different sodas. So like Dr. Pepper, Pepsi, Coke, Mellow Yellow. Good times. Fago. And then when we found out EQ1 had PvP servers, we made a PvP guild on the red server called Lawnmower Men, and only invited short races, so gnomes, halflings, and dwarfs. You're assholes, though. God. Very cringy things we used to do back then. And now you hate gnomes, yeah. Well, to be fair, I didn't hate gnomes before this server. It was just that one, all it took was that one gnome in Stormhold for me to, you know, despise gnomes. EQ1 actually had decent PvP back in the day. And it was also very unforgiving PvP. Yeah, no balancing or anything like that. Yeah, the guild PvP in EQ1 was some of the best times right there, is where you could war other guilds. But then when you saw people, anytime in the game, you saw a rival guild, you could PvP. Sometimes they would do coordinated battles, so like we'd all meet in East Commons, like two guilds would meet in East Commons and just duke it out. But it was a very cool system. Cabby, thank you for the 12 months, man. Full year. Hell yeah. Thank you, Cabby, for the continued support, sir. Appreciate that. Like I said, it says, not nearly as bad as what we did as kids online back in Modern Warfare 2 days, Black Ops 2 days. Made this kid cry and his older brother and his mother cry from being absolutely horrible to them. Oh, God. Yeah, voice chat changed a lot of things. I mean, it was still bad in just text chat, but once voice chat came out, man. We could be horrible to each other in text chat, but voice chat just leveled up the amount of toxic that could be had. And also, I feel like voice chat adds to the stress of some games because I'll take "you're a trash player" in text better than I will take it in voice. Like, I feel like it's more constructive for you to tell me in-game chat that, hey, you suck at playing this game, please do this instead. But if you tell me in voice, I'm logging out. Does that make sense? Because you can hear the vindication in their voice. I just feel like in my mind, if you're to the point where you have to physically voice it to me that I'm being that bad, I just need to log out. I need to stop playing. If you're sending me a chat message that I'm being bad at a game, that's like the first tier. Like, you're okay. You're frustrating the hell out of me right now, but I need you to know you're doing this completely wrong. But if you have to tell me in voice that I'm doing it wrong, then I've already elevated that situation higher than it needs to be. I just need to log out. In brighter news, I made Chex Mix this morning. Football prep. Nice, Q. And then Freddie said, do you put peanuts in your Chex Mix? And Q said, yes, I do. I got banned for saying mac and cheese just isn't that good. Got banned for that, Dark? Damn, because you can hear the vindication. What did you do that someone said you were bad? I don't even remember, James. It's just random memory. Went out of their way to plug the mic and just to say it. Yeah. This is why I like playing healer. You can say anything to me, I just don't heal you. Yeah. Kind of think about it the same way as leaving reviews online. I don't normally leave reviews online, but if you piss me off enough, I'm going online and I'm leaving a review. God forbid I leave a good review, but like, you have to piss me off to a certain point for me to go online and actually type something in a review. He says, I've always wondered why that is. Well, it's to the point where when I feel like when people get to a certain level of angry, they need to make everybody around them feel the same thing. So usually it's just them. They want everybody to feel what they're feeling in that moment. So that's why people do it that way. In my eyes. I wish it worked the other way, so when people are feeling good, they made other people feel good, but it usually doesn't. It's only with the angry stuff. James says, I like playing League. I was playing League the other day, and someone said I was playing bad. Then they complained all game that I would just abandon them and die every fight. Yep, do not make me angry, says James. Doom, what's going on? He says, Reeves, is this server on EOF now? Yeah, we had Echoes of Fate Weird launch December. Or it was around middle December, I think. It's out. It's been pretty buggy though, Doom, but for the most part, it was an okay launch. You cannot, as far as I know, and chat can correct me if I'm wrong in this, you can't make Fae on Origins, and you can't make a new character and start in Greater Fae. You still start on your associated island, and then you have to run over, or port over, or float over to Greater Fae to start those quest times. Darkin says, I think it was Final Fantasy 14. I would purposefully, I'm assuming, just for purposely, jump from someplace high up in the crowded area and wait for someone to res me. I remember the days of just leaving in EQ1, just leaving corpses in random zones. They never went away. Unless you... I think they timed out eventually, but you could have corpses in every zone if you really wanted to. I mean, they even had a hide corpse command. Because there's corpses everywhere. They still have a hide corpse, but mainly for mobs now. The player corpses end up decaying over time. But if you left something on your body, then it would stay there for indefinitely. Funny seeing a random person fall from the sky out of nowhere onto the ground, says Dark. They had a corpse, because people were having corpses in the zone to make it crash, just piles. I remember that. Yeah, James. Having to explain that as a dev, I guess would have been very frustrating. So guys, you know, all the zones crashing, we finally figured that out. Y'all are just dying too much and leaving your shit everywhere. Congrats, we got an alternate advancement point, 61, and you completed the writ Gather Icons of the Awakened. Very nice. Casual says, had to get a GM to drag my corpse from the bottom of the ocean a few times. Yeah. Hug the right wall, I fear respawn. Got it. Just as we got rid of all the snow, it starts snowing again, says Dark. We don't have that problem here in Florida. Florida. He says, I suggest we wait a minute. All right. Yeah, I can stretch my legs. right, chat. Ocean and WoW scares the shit out of me. I was swimming in the ocean and WoW and went under the water and saw the really creepy kraken, and I fell backwards on my chair, logged the fuck out, and uninstalled the game. Says Dark. Damn.
I must think about past victories.
All right, chat. Give me just a minute. We're taking a quick break to stretch and do all the things, so bear with us. Hopefully we don't die. Chat, I'll be right back. I'm going to get the blood flowing. Oh shit. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Turn around that corner, there's like 10 skeletons coming at us. Been killed in that area a few times, yeah. Pulling the named in here without, we gotta dig up the graves too before we pull the named. We have to go get the shovel from the dwarf. Otherwise we're gonna die. I told him in the group chat, but I think he's gonna go and pull. Yep, we're gonna die. Here we go. Also missing a sigil. Oh, it's in the tower. Yeah, we're gonna die. Here we go. Out of mana's getting their Q. Oh shit. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Turn around that corner, there's like 10 skeletons coming at us. Person for you guys. Uh-oh. Where's the zone out? Oh no. Damn it. We're just... Oh man. I can't kill this guy. Alright. My bad. It says, "Oh, I like the transitions. Where's it from?" These are Nerd or Die overlays, but that one is based off like a Matrix theme. cloak looks kind of pretty cool when you're in Viz, Sai. You can still see like the Christmas lights on you. So it kind of makes it look like Starry Night type stuff. Interesting. Or scarf, I guess you're wearing. It's not really a cloak. Old Pine swag scarf. It's this. Yeah. My links are broken. I just don't think I've ever paid attention to it when we're in Viz. I remember you showing it to me when you got it. I just crazy what it looks like when you're actually in Viz. Looks good. He says he's at 89.7% XP. I'm at 25%. I'm at 56.1. Appreciate y'all stopping by the stream today. Thank y'all for hanging out. Don't forget to enter up on the channel currency giveaway. At the end of every stream, I give away 5,000 copper to one lucky winner. We do this on Twitch and YouTube chat. All you got to do is type exclamation point ENTER for a chance at winning. If you're new to the community, appreciate you, as always. Stream Tuesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern. We play Baldur's Gate 3 on Tuesday nights, and then Saturdays and Sundays are EQ2. We go live at 1 p.m. Eastern. I think Hugh's back. She's standing up. She was sitting down. I don't know about Freddy. Freddy's here. We're ready. Bring the pain. Resisted. Oh, we got ads. We win. Where's the construct? Yeah. He's like, cool, cool. So where's that room at? Like another group's in here now. An active group, not a bot group or boxer group. Was. Might go back up. Maybe the other group just came through. Yeah. Respawns to be weird down that hole. Okay. Ask Mama to sign you in. She should have. All right, give me just a second. Mm-hmm. Oh. Maybe. I got you on follow for just a second. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Help the 6-year-old with something. Even though we're about to leave. Whatever. Treasure box. What did we get today? small bag of compost. We got any first person players in the community? People that only play the game in first person mode? Monk ability. Q says you do not want to know how I play. What do you mean? Now I kind of want to know. Has anybody turned on the active first person combat camera?
Lord Cyrus just redeemed first-person mode.
Oh, thank you, Cyrus. I'm going to turn it on just to show you guys what it is. This animates the camera with player character animation during combat when using first person. I'm going to crash the game. It's going to make you dizzy as shit. Especially if you're melee, like it's just non-stop head bobbing. I gotta remember to turn that off though. I thought you used to be able to see your hands. Oh yeah, render player in first person combat camera. Draw the player character when activated first. If that does it. Yeah, so you kind of see my hands now. Let me turn off my whole UI. And like see me in my whatever I'm holding in my hands, and then you see your hands. Giving me motion sickness though. Your inventory's full. with undone books. Oh, jeez. Yeah, you can literally render myself and see everything I'm doing in casting in first person. That's kind of cool, I guess. Kind of gives it a little bit of an ESO vibe, I guess. Like, not with the head bobbing, but... I think a group just came running from here, so they're probably... There's another... That's a boxer group. How many people are in here now? 22 players in SOS right now. There's an ad wandering. So Q, who we rooting for tonight in the game? It's the what, Bears and Packers this evening? Are the Panthers playing tonight? Oh yeah, they do play 4:30. Rams and Panthers. And then tonight is the Packers and Bears. Yeah, I'll probably go on Panthers for that game. I'm probably going Bears for the other one. Michael, what are you at now, Q? You're at 98.5. Are you at 99? Because we could just kill this room and then you'd level. We'll clear this room and then we'll call it. Rogue hide. Treasure box. Blood Craze, Adept 1. Happy Saturday, Darko. Darko with the resub for 23 months of support. Oh yeah. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. It's all good, Dark. 2 years. Wild. Wild. Nice particle effects. Small box. You should be leveling any second now. Any second now. Resist like since full-time job. Yeah. Congrats, Q. Level 59. Fury. The age of 50 is almost complete for Cumulu. I feel like we've been level 50 for a long time. Like in our 50s anyways. Room clear. Wait. And a quest turn in right here. Have you done everything yet? Yes, here are your recovered crystals too. Got a deactivated listening crystal, 13 gold. Excellent. We'll take some time to listen to the crystals and figure out next course of action. Speak with me again later. Yes. Oh. I understand. Thank you. All right. Next part of the quest is good. Good group, everybody. Thank you all. Great tank and we. Thank you, Cabby. Sai, you, ready? Appreciate the groupage. See you guys tomorrow afternoon. Chat. Gonna be it for me today, guys. I'm gonna get out of here. If y'all want to go ahead and enter up on the channel currency giveaway, you can go ahead and do that now, because I'm about to roll those giveaways. Over on Twitch chat, we got Dark Inside, we, Cyrus, Freddy, Cabby, Cumulu, Lizzie, Functional, and Darko for a chance at winning 5,000 copper. Over on YouTube, we got Cyrus and we for a chance at winning. Next planned stream is tomorrow afternoon. Should be live around 1 p.m. ish, somewhere around there. But yeah, great day today. Started off, we got EverQuest update over in Kazakh Thul. Then we transitioned over to Sanctum of Scaleborn for some XP. I went from 0.5 XP all the way to 34.6. So not a bad day at all. Milu got a level. We got a few AA points in there as well, which I still need to figure out what I'm doing with my new point. I don't know where I'm putting it. Increases the maximum health and power. Yeah. I don't have this ability yet. It says Enhance Rift. Hastens the reuse, increases damage by 2%, and improves reuse speed. I don't have the ability Rift. What level is Rift? Increases the trigger chance by 1% of bullying. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with that point yet. I have to figure that out. But that's for another time. Have a good one, Q. Appreciate you. Grug's entered up on the channel currency giveaway. Thank you, Grug. We'll do Twitch first. Entries have stopped. And the winner today is Cabby. Congrats, sir. Way to go, Cabby. Have a good one, Darko. Appreciate you. $5,000 copper. And it went through. Very nice. Over on YouTube chat, entries have stopped. And the winner this afternoon is Cyrus. Congrats, sir. Give Cyrus 5,000. Maybe it went through. Maybe it didn't. There we go. It did go through. All right, everybody. That's it. I'm getting out of here. All right. Y'all stay safe. Be good humans to each other, please. And we'll catch you tomorrow afternoon. All right. If y'all need anything, don't be afraid to reach out over on Discord. I'll put the links in the chat. Also, keep a tab somewhere where I post announcements or if there's any delay or canceling of streams and all that fun stuff. Okay. All right, everybody. It's good playing with y'all. Good seeing y'all. Good chatting with y'all. See you tomorrow afternoon, all right? Y'all stay safe. Be good humans to each other, please. And we'll be right back here tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern. Have a good one, Wee. Thank you for the tanking, man. Great job. Everybody, I'll talk to y'all later. Oh, shout outs. Darko, 23 months. Thank you. Abby, 12 months. Awesome, man. Thank you. Ubiquity Captain, thank you for the follows. Grugadun with the 82 months of support. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the support, everybody. All right, I'm out. Y'all have fun. All right, I'll see you off stream and tomorrow afternoon. All right, everybody. Talk to y'all later. Oh, it just spawned. Shrine. Holy shit. Where are you going? Yeah. Got him. You didn't expect those stuns, did you? Come on, you can make it. You can make it. I don't know if I made it far enough. I don't know if I can jump that far. Yeah. Okay, got it. Oh no.
Out of the... Yeah, I'm trying to get out of the blast zone here. I don't know if I'm gonna have time because they're going to. They tend to be a little suicidal too.
What?
Dumbass!
Dang.
I was just expecting that.
Wow.
I didn't have a chance to move.
Fucking Christ. God damn it. All I saw was... All I saw was Q, like a beeline across my screen.